Hello there gorgeous gamers, and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got another review for you. And this time it's the quirky city management puzzle game Buildings Have Feelings 2, which is out now for consoles and PC. Is it any good though? Well, let's have a look. Buildings Have Feelings 2 is a city management game with a puzzle twist, and rather than being a top-down God view game, it's more akin to a side-scroller in how you interact with the game and its world of emotionally deprived buildings. Yes, the buildings have feelings too. Didn't you know that? Well, they do and they don't. The game's opening introduces us to a few of the different building types, and many more are unlocked as you progress, but rather than throw endless tutorial messages at the player, the game feeds these do this and do that instructions to the buildings, and they'll tell you what you need to do. That's about as much personality as the buildings actually have. You can get a few lines out of key characters during the game, but the feelings thing is more in how the mechanics work and the requirements for each building, as well as the general neighbourhood of any given level. Getting started with the game, I was a little bit put off. I didn't pay much attention and I started in the middle of the day while Charlie was running riot in the living room. I tried to figure out what to do, but in the end, I started afresh once the noisy blighter had gone to bed. Trust me, and I swear I say this in every review about sim or management games, but pay attention to what you're being told to do. Once you've got an eye for the UI, the rest follows easily. Learn the user interface, you'll learn the game and have more fun as a result. Once I had a grip on what the game wanted me to do, I had a lot more fun tinkering with the buildings. See, Buildings Have Feelings 2 isn't your traditional city builder game. Instead, it's split up across 9 districts, which serve as the game's levels. Make progress in one to unlock the other. Easy peasy. Or is it? No, it's not. Well, to begin with, providing that you've learned the UI, it is, but it does get harder, because at its core, Buildings Have Feelings 2 is more a puzzle game than anything else, and I can imagine that it would work very well as a tabletop card game. Imagine each level is the playing board and the buildings are your cards. Each building has needs and requirements, and they can all be upgraded by meeting those requirements. This is where it gets tricky because each level only has a set number of spaces for buildings to occupy, meaning you'll have to juggle things around to get the desired results. This could mean taking a bakery and walking it on over to the other side of the map, or closing down the family home and turning it into a grocer's. It all depends on what is needed. And if you're not careful with how you juggle each building's needs, you can find yourself with a building that is in a disastrous location, meaning a giant cross appears over it and the countdown begins for you to solve the problem before the building is vacated. It sounds complicated, but it's a really simple concept, and once you know what each building does to the other, things do fall into place. Progress, however, can come to a grinding halt if you get stuck, as I did, a few times. Each level has its challenges that you'll have to achieve, as well as obstacles that you'll have to work around. It means you'll have to use your noggin a little bit, but if that's not a problem for you, then Buildings Have Feelings 2 is a funny little game to get stuck into. Just be aware that it's more puzzle than proper city builder. Now, I'm off to kick the shit out of the local bank, just on the off chance it really does have feelings. Be a fool not to, really. And that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful in some way. If you did, do us a solid and hit the like and subscribe buttons and leave a cheeky comment if you want to. But do remember to hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever we've got a new video for you to watch. Go to the info box for our social media channels and stalk us there, and our website links so you can read the other stuff we do, and our supporters page where you can support our lovely little team if you can. I've been Chris, I've got my steel toe caps on and I'm off to the bank. Until next time, see ya!